Hey you guys! So, I figured I would talk about some exciting work things that have happened to me, or some stories that have been passed down to me from the place that I work. Okay, so over Christmas break, which is like 2 weeks long for my high school, a week and a half, probably, yeah, more like a week and a half, I think. It's, yeah, so I worked like all of my break this past Christmas. And it was insane. Everyone from every freaking place in my area was there. It was so busy. And for me, that's extremely overwhelming and terrifying. And the whole time I was working, I was at cashiering most of the time, rather than working at this cafe that's there. And the people are just so rude during Christmas time. Let me tell ya. So, like, this one time, this lady came in with a coupon for 20% off. And I was like, you need our rewards card to use this coupon. And she was like, I don't have one. I've never had one in my life. And I was like, oh, you have to, because these get mailed to rewards members. And if you don't have one, then you would not have gotten it. And so we tried her phone number and all that, and then it wasn't working. And I was like, well, would you like to sign up for the rewards program? It'd be cheaper today since you spent so much money, and then you could use your coupon. And she's like, no, we're just pay for it and let's go. And I was like, okay, whatever. And then, so that happened, and I gave her coupon back in case she, like, remembered that she had a rewards card, but she has to, because she got the coupon. Janet, you got the coupon. You have to have a freaking rewards card. Jesus Christ. But anyway, so yeah, she pays for shit, and then, you know what she freaking does? She takes the coupon and just throws it at me. She doesn't just throw it at me, she crumbles it up into a ball and throws it at me. And I'm just like, okay, whatever. Have a very Merry Christmas. I didn't say that, because I didn't want her to have a very Merry Christmas. I wanted her to have the freaking suckiest Christmas of all Christmases. I hope you get freaking coal from your family, and I hope your Christmas sucks. Take that, Janet. And then, this one time, since I work at this cafe as well, we're supposed to, like, bust the tables and stuff, and my manager was there, so he was like, how about you go and, like, pick up some dishes around, see if they're done, and just take their dishes. And I was like, okay, I have nothing else to do. So I went, and I went up to this guy who is a regular, and I still see him at the store to this day. And I'm like, can I take your dishes, sir? And he's like, oh, thank you. It's just like having a wife. Excuse me, sir? Are you married? Probably not, due to that comment, because you should know that wives and girlfriends are not by any means expected to pick up after you. I am, because I'm considered a waitress, and I'm supposed to do this because it's my job and I'm being paid for it. Unless you're paying your wife good money to clean up your house, clean up after you, which would still be ridiculous, mind you, she should not be picking up after you. No. Sir. No. If you're married, I want to freaking meet your wife and have a talk with her, because I hope she ain't cleaning up after you. But you're probably not married because you're a dick. So, And then, okay, this is a story. Story time! So, this guy who used to work at the store, he is gone now. He's teaching off somewhere else. This story was passed down to me through the employees that are currently there. And apparently there was a regular who used to come in, get a dirty, naughty magazine, and just go to the bathroom and jack it. He would go to the bathroom and do his stuff in the bathroom. And then an employee, it was always the same employee, they would always have him, this poor guy, go and make him stop. And they were like, yeah, the magazines are always warm. And I was like, of course they were. Like, they never even banned this guy. He would just constantly go in and do it. And people began to recognize him, and a manager would look at the employee who regularly did it, and he'd be like, all right, I'm going, and he'd follow the regular guy, or customer into the bathroom and be like, sir, you need to leave. And so, yeah, that would happen. That did happen. Regularly, apparently. Okay, and then another customer apparently came in and wanted to return a magazine, a naughty magazine, again. And you can't return magazines because, like, you could just read them once and then return them and be like, here you go. Like, you don't return magazines or newspapers. That's just not something you do. You know? Because they're so easy to read. You just read them once and then, you know, just keep them. Especially if they're naughty magazines. Why would you try to return a naughty magazine? We know what you do. We know what you naughty people do with them naughty magazines. Just go use the internet. Don't buy a magazine. Jeez, keep that stuff private. But, like, he tried to return a naughty magazine. And the employee was like, we're sorry, we can't return magazines, especially naughty ones. And then I guess he, like, tried to fight it. So the employee called a manager over, and the manager came, and he was like, I guess we'll take it just this once. Because he was making such a big deal out of it. But it was, again, warm and gross. So they just threw it out. They didn't even put it through the process. They just threw it out. Well, no. They had to put it through the process because that's mandatory. But, like, they threw it out right after because obvious reasons. Like, why would you try to return something like that? And then why would you, like, take a freaking magazine and go to a public restroom in a store and do things with that magazine? Like, ew. Customers are awful, terrible people. And I'm a customer. I'm an awful, terrible people too, I suppose. You know. But yeah, so if you got anything out of this video, I hope you learned that 1, don't be a dick to the employees at the place you're going, please. And another thing, keep your children silent, especially if you have like 10 of them. 10 little teeny ones. Put some freaking duct tape over their mouths, put them in a stroller, and silence them. Janet, silence your children. 2 things. Those are 2 things that I hope you get out of this. 1, be nice to the employees at places. And 2, keep your children silent. Or just leave them in the car. You know, just crack the window. leave them. 3, keep your business in your house. Don't go to a store to do your naughty business. Keep it in your home and in your pants. Thank you, kind sir. 4, don't be a dick to women. 5, just, if you're gonna do it in a store, be discreet. Like, keep the magazine over here, your business over here. Try to remain silent, and if you hear the door open, just like stop for a few seconds, and then once you hear the door open and close again, go back. Just keep it subtle, discreet, subtle, silent. Just don't. That's weird, bro. That's weird. Pants are a thing. Keep your business in your pants. Thank you. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this rather informative, gross video that I decided to make today. If you did, thumbs up, comment. You know what? I went to hear some fun work stories. Comment below if you have some exciting work stories. Similar, different, exactly the same, maybe you have an experience like that. Let me know. I'd love to hear more. Thank y'all for watching. Bye-bye.